Taylor. All right, we are recording. I am excited to introduce Taylor McKnight, who is going to be, I believe, doing a demo for us today. So Taylor, over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Autumn. Thanks so much. I'm taking remote work to the extreme and doing this outside. We booked an Airbnb in the North Carolina mountains, and the reception is not so great in the cabin. So we come down to the main town to do calls and demos and things like that. So you might hear a babbling brook behind me and some airplanes going over, but we'll try to keep this going. Thanks for being patient here, and thanks for joining us. Super excited to give you guys a demo of Emamo. Emamo is our event management platform. Super simple, helps you basically, we're focused on two things: publishing your event info and helping you promote your event on social media. Those are the two things we specialize in. There's a lot more kind of full featured platforms out there that do a bit of everything. We're focusing on those two pieces. If you were in the Kiko chat room and saw that schedule on the right, that's Emamo. So you might have already interacted with the official schedule already. I'm going to walk you through how all that works and then answer any questions afterwards. So let's go ahead and share my screen here. Oh yeah, 32 degrees is way too cold to be outside. Luckily, I'm rocking the t-shirt right now. It's perfect, like 70 degrees outside. So I'm pretty lucky there. Gonna share my screen here. So like I mentioned, on the right side here, this is Kiko Chat for the official event site, and on the right is the Emamo embedded in. So again, Emamo, we're not trying to do everything. We're focusing on publishing event information in a bunch of different ways, letting attendees customize that, and then helping you promote that on social media. I set up this demo site where I'll walk you through kind of the attendee experience first, and then show you how that all connects on the back end control panel. And so this is kind of our simple event website. You can upload a header image. You have these kind of event cards. We have calendar feeds for everything. Super important, obvious. You can add the event, the full schedule, my schedule, to all the important and popular calendar programs. We make it really easy to publish a complex schedule. So like something like today, where there's like 20, 30 sessions. Some of our customers have hundreds of sessions of things going on over a course of a week. And so these kind of filters and tags and search get really important. So you can live filter things, like I can just show me all the tools and tech going on now. This is what's going on today. I think you'll see there's my session where we are in right now. Super meta here. You can add and remove things to your schedule. You can customize it. You can browse things by speaker, of course, and you can add those things to your schedule as well. So Josie's Fun Kitchen looks really cool. I think that's later today. I'm really excited about that session because she's going to show us how to make quick pasta. So you can browse by speaker or session or filter, all of those things. And we make it really easy to publish all of this and customize it. Again, normal stuff like sponsor directory, where you can upload sponsors in different levels, and you can add information, links, social links, all of that. And then if I go over here to my schedule, I can see what I've created. Attendees have the ability to browse other attendees listings, share their attendee profile online, add things again to their calendar. We also have email reminders built in, where you get one email per day with your whole schedule on it. So a little different than some of the other platforms out there that maybe give you an update or an alert before every single session. We give you just one digest view where you can see everything going on today, and you'll have those like Zoom links or hop-in links or anything like that right in that email. Most organizers really appreciate that, and the attendees appreciate that, because they don't have to actually hit Emamo to join the event, right? They get that email, they can join the Zoom conversation right away. A lot of the product that you'll see, again, super simple. We're really focused on trying to get attendees into those talks, trying to get them into something that is exciting to them, into the networking, into all of those things, without being kind of a too middle of a layer there. So we try to be kind of, really the UI to get them into the actual event. So this is, again, the attendee facing side. You can embed this whole thing into your website. So if you don't have a website, folks send people to emamo.com/event/your URL, and you can drive people here. If you want more branding and more control, you can embed it right into your own website. So I wanted to show you 2 examples here. One is TwinCityStartupWeek.com. So this is their own website. They designed this. This is a great header image. They embedded the schedule down below here. And so all the functionality remains. I can log in, I can edit things and add things to my schedule. I can browse and search and filter. Here's another one of our customers, Developer Week. They throw these really large tech conferences, usually about 1 a month. Again, they have a lot of things going on. They want to keep things under their umbrella, under their brand. And so they embedded Emamo into their site where they can, again, filter and search and see what's going on. I think this event is actually going on today. Yep. So that's basically the event site, a quick overview. I'm going to show you on the control panel side how you manage all that stuff, and then I'll show you how you can kind of change and customize things really easily. And then we'll get into some of these social media tools, which are really helpful and hopefully time saving. So this is the control panel. I think of it a lot like WordPress for events, right? It's a content management system for events where you can put in all of your event info, your speakers, your sponsors, your tags, things like that. Just like editing a blog post, you can go in here and edit a session. You can add different speakers, times, really go to town in the description with uploaded images, embedded videos, all of that you might need. Even admin only notes if you want to store private stuff there for your team. All this stuff, and again, we really focus on the simple user experience. And so like speaker directory, you can add speakers really easily. You can drag them into featured. You can reorganize them really easily. We really focus on the simplicity factor for, I guess, less complicated events, really getting you up and running a bit quicker than some of the other platforms. Again, sponsors, same thing. You can drag and drop the order and the different sponsor levels and make sure that all of your sponsors are listed there. And then let's hop over to the publish tools, because that's really, like I mentioned before, we're focused on the publishing tools and the promotion tools. So the publishing tools are, again, super easy here. You have a couple of pages that we preset for you, schedule, speaker, sponsors. You can create unlimited new pages, and you can mix and match the content. And so I can go in here to schedule, and you'll see the content is a mix of these widgets and custom text. And so I can change the custom text. I can move around these widgets. So let's go ahead here and move the tags to below the schedule. And let's change the schedule style to 2. And we'll go ahead and publish. I'll show you the page widgets really quick. So we have a bunch of different widgets here, different schedule designs, different speaker designs, different card designs. And so you can mix and match whatever kind of feels right for your event. You can paste in attendee directories, sponsor directories, even Twitter widgets and things like that. And so let's go back over here with some of the changes I made, and I'll click publish. And I'll go back to the event site and click refresh. Let's go back to the front page. And you'll see the schedule design is completely changed, these kind of color tiles here, which is really handy for really busy events when you want to see a bunch of sessions at once. I can still click into any of these sessions to get all of the event details. So this is where I can access the Zoom link. I can add it to my schedule. I can see more about the speaker. And you'll see I moved the tags underneath the schedule, and I have this Twitter widget right here, which shows recent tweets from my account. And so again, you can mix and match that really easily. You can change the speaker style to, 1 if you want a kind of simple circle view, and we'll go over here to speakers. And now it's a bit smaller with these squares and the social links and all of that there. And so we are rolling out different themes and different widgets all the time. So if there's a custom one or something that information you want displayed, let us know. And it's really easy for us to roll out different themes and widgets for the event data. So that's basically the pages. And again, you can embed that anywhere you want or send people to your event website. The promotional tools are really exciting. And so basically, this is something that's new for us this year. We were talking to a lot of organizers, kind of one of the big pain points with trying to sell out an event when you're trying to sell tickets or get free RSVPs and things like that is promoting it. And it's this hassle of both emailing people that are on your list, but also trying to push those things out to Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all those things. A lot of folks use interns or something to create those images in Canva or Photoshop one at a time. Every social network needs a different size. It's kind of a big pain. It takes a lot of time. And then half the time, the speakers don't end up actually posting that image onto their Twitter or Facebook. They just forget or they're busy. And so that's something that we talk to a lot of folks about, this pain point. And unfortunately, what happens is, I think most of the time is it's so much work that they either just drop it on the ground or forget about it or leave it, you know, kind of at the end. And so we saw an opportunity there to try to solve this problem. Since we already have all of your event information, your speakers, your sessions, we actually generate those images for every social network automatically. And so you can pick a template, customize a template with your background and all of that. You can go in here and pick any kind of content. So I can pick, you know, speakers. I can select, let's select Carrie. She's one of the speakers today. I think she went this morning. And it will generate the image automatically for Carrie. Again, this is customized per event. You can make this look and feel like your brand. And we do all that hard work for you. So you can go in here and click LinkedIn or Facebook and post this really easily. We also do the stories version, right? So it's kind of crazy how many platforms have stories now. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter just rolled out with stories. And so this works for all of those. Soon stories will be, I think LinkedIn actually has it too now too. So it's everywhere. Stories cannot be avoided. And so this comes really handy for, again, promoting speakers and sessions leading up to your event. We do all the hard work to generate those for you. So this tool is really meant for the organizer team, the event team themselves, where they would go in here, pick some content like a specific session they want to promote. The Emamo Demo, that's a great session. And then they can go on here on Twitter and they can get that. And again, I can click this, I can share it on Twitter really easily with some pre-filled text. I can change it if I want, and I can tweet it out. So I'll go ahead and do that now just to show you all what that looks like. And again, it pulls in the image automatically. The other kind of pain point that we heard, you know, that kind of helps the event team themselves promote the event on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. The other pain point is trying to get speakers and sponsors and all that, the assets, to help them promote it. And so we developed this super simple email campaign tool where, again, the same images that we're generating in the background, we make it really easy to distribute those to all your speakers. So you can go in here, you can click speakers, you can click all speakers or a specific speaker. And with this one click, you can send this customized email out to all, you know, every single speaker with their personal image in here, some custom text, and their sharing links right here. So again, we've changed the whole, kind of before was emailing your speakers with an image attached and some text that they could copy and paste into Twitter or LinkedIn, kind of multi-step process that people were too busy to do and just would forget about it. Here now, they'll get a personalized email. They'll see their face in the image, so they'll be excited to kind of promote themselves. And with one click, they can post it on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. I'll show you what that, again, this is what the email looks like. I sent myself one a little bit earlier. This is what it looks like when it shows up in my inbox. And again, I can click Twitter, it'll open it up, give me some preset text with any hashtags and all of that preset, and make it really easy for me to help promote your event. And so that's kind of a big, kind of a big focus for us is listening to organizers for some of those unsolved problems. And so again, that's why we're not solving the video stuff for now. We integrate with Zoom, Hopin, YouTube, Vimeo, all the kind of big ones, and basically have integrations there where you can make sure that only registered attendees can view those videos. But we're not tackling the video stuff now. We're kind of leaving that for some of the bigger teams to solve. We're really focused on the publishing and promotional tools for events to hopefully save folks time from a lot of that kind of grunt work, long repetitive work that people are doing right now. And then, you know, I think that the publishing, I mean, the promotional tools that we rolled out this year with the social media stuff kind of speaks to like our bigger vision mission, which is listening to organizers, constantly talking to them, interviewing them, sharing their stories and strategies, and trying to, you know, find some kind of hidden problems there that haven't been solved by other platforms. And so one of the other things I wanted to show y'all is something we're launching just today. Actually, we're relaunching it. It's the virtual event expert directory, where we are doing mini interviews with event experts, whether that be lead producers or production assistants or on-screen talent, or folks who are experts at specific platforms like Hopin, On24, Attendify, anything like that. and we are doing in-depth interviews where we feature some of their work, some testimonials, really kind of help sell them and share their stories. And so the hopes is that we'll create this really robust directory where companies and organizations who need help with a specific thing like on-site or lead producers or on-screen talent, or even just help with a specific platform like Crowdcast or Cvent or Eventbrite, can go in here and find some experts that can really help them get up and running really fast. One of the things that that Rob was mentioning before was about like translated events and all of that. And so I think that even somebody who has had experience supporting multilingual events is its own skill, right? I mean, that's a difficult thing to do for a lot of event producers who might not have that experience. And so if Rob could go in here and find somebody who's been doing that for the last 3 years, I think even if they just could connect and share stories, even if he doesn't hire them, that would be really helpful. And so we're trying to make more of those connections happen and share those stories with this event expert directory. I think that's about it for my demo and tour. It was pretty quick, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys the overview of, again, our publishing promotional tools and this event expert directory, which I'm really excited about. I'm happy to open up to any questions or any thoughts if you all are interested in getting listed in this event expert directory also.
Hey, Taylor, I have a quick question.
Sure.
This is Ashing. So
Hi,
really
Shane.
cool. Hi there. Really cool platform. By the way, Developer Week, I think I know one of the founders. So congrats on landing them as a client.
Thanks.
Question on so there seems to be on the speakers, for example, the content. It seems like it has to be manually entered. Now, can that be sort of, do you have an API, for example, to plug that in or be able to grab it from, whether it be from a registration platform or other software platforms?
So right now we have an API that's only used internally, so we haven't rolled out the public API yet, but we have a spreadsheet import. So that's what most folks do, is they'll import all the speaker names and company position stuff via spreadsheet. You can add it by name. You can dump a whole folder of photos. So you can, if you have the photos already there, you can upload a whole folder of photos at once and it'll create them without name or the spreadsheet import.
Oh, great. Okay. And then you guys don't have a registration component, correct? And this is really just for the scheduling side of it?
Yeah, so I mean, we power like free RSVPs right now ourselves, right? And so something like, I think I'm still sharing my screen, like the census is doing this Open Innovations Lab event yesterday and today. Totally free and open to the public. It's a government kind of project, right? And so they used us as their whole registration thing because it was a free RSVP. So we have folks that are doing it for free RSVP. And if you need to charge for tickets, we have Eventbrite integration. And so that's something like Developer Week is a paid event. And so they integrate with Eventbrite where folks can, buy the ticket on Eventbrite, integrate it into our platform, and then they're automatically invited into Emamo as an attendee.
Got it. Cool, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the question. Appreciate that. Anybody else have any questions? Otherwise,
I have a
happy to
question.
cut it short.
Does
hit me up, Rob. What's up?
Is this only in English at the moment?
It is only in English at the moment. Yeah, that was a great question. I was shivering in my boots that you'd asked me that from the last.
And honestly, I don't look. It's never a negative question. I mean, if you do business in Europe, it's very easy to get into a country that's going to ask you for 3 or 4 languages at the same time. For us in Canada, of course, we operate in 2 official languages. So
yeah,
always ask that question.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, it's hard coded into, I mean, like obviously the things that you can control, you can put in any language, but some of the emails and things like that have English hard coded in them. So I definitely wouldn't recommend it for like a bilingual event currently. On the accessibility front, now I will say is good news. Based on when the Opportunity Project reached out to us with the US Census, obviously they're a government agency, they need to support accessibility as well. And so we actually rolled out a bunch of accessibility improvements and are compliant with all of that as of last month. So that's good news. Yeah.
Yeah, like what I always say to, and I love hearing you guys building these products for event planners that are B2B. I mean, I'm government too, but I mean, I love hearing the incredible products that where I stand from. My interest is, of course, in building products with accessibility from the get go instead of doing it afterwards. But I'm always happy to hear of these great initiatives and these great things that are happening. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I think that accessibility is really important. There's actually not that many changes that I had to make to get it like fully compliant. There's a few, when you don't pay attention for a few months, there's a few errors and things with tabs that sneak in there. But it was actually pretty simple for us. I think it took us a day and a half to roll out the improvements to be fully compliant.
Hey,
Thank you.
Taylor, I have a question for you. What's the integration process to get into other platforms? Like if somebody was interested in using yours instead of having to resort to Emamo and just fully integrate it into theirs, what does that integration process look like?
You mean something like Developer Week's doing with their website?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it's really easy. It's a JavaScript code that we give you on the back end, and you copy paste it wherever you want it to show up, and it just works.
And Taylor, other question related to that a little bit is, why would someone who is, let's say, using Hopin or any other event platforms already that has registration and has, some of the capabilities for emailing, obviously not as sophisticated as some of your features, but why would they choose to use Emamo for the scheduling and the management side? Just curious.
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, it's actually surprising, right? Because most of our customers use either us plus Zoom or us plus Hopin. And Hopin obviously has a registration component. They have the video baked in, but they also have a schedule on that site too, right? But I think one, it's not customizable. It's there kind of hidden in a tab. You can't really rearrange the pages that much. And then two, it doesn't integrate with your site at all, right? Like Hopin's really focused on like you driving traffic to hopin.com/event/la. Where it's the Hopin branding on the top left and it's that plain white view versus again, with our publishing tools, you can integrate them anywhere, you can embed them anywhere. So again, like most folks use us plus that because it's an ability for to keep people, like I think Twin Cities is a perfect example. They used a lot of Hopin stuff but they wanted to publish the schedule on their own website, let people customize even things like the daily schedule reminders with your personalized schedule. Hopin doesn't have that. They do the kind of the like repetitive reminders. And so we just simplify some of those little things where it makes us a perfect companion for that as opposed to a replacement.
What does your roadmap look like going forward?
Oh no, who asked that? I'm
Kelly asked that and she just got to the meeting. So hopefully you haven't already shared it, but awesome. I have been to a couple of events on your platform. So I do know the feel of it.
Oh, awesome. I appreciate that. Thanks, Kelly, for the question. Yeah, our roadmap right now is we are building out some better email tools. So to bring that same publishing stuff with the pages where you can mix and match widgets and customize that, we're going to roll that out for emails as well. So you can email people basically like, speakers that you're announcing or event information and mix and match that and send that out as those widgets instead of having to hard code, the 5 speakers you want to promote this week. So that's on our platform. And then we're also working on ticketing right now so that you have the option, if you don't want to use Eventbrite as the external ticketing option, you can charge for ticketing into our own platform.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I'm really excited about the ticketing stuff because that'll let us do a few more things with the social. When the social and the ticketing is integrated into one thing, we can give you some much better analytics about who's driving registrations, right? If I tweet out Rob speaking at my event, you can actually see that Rob helped drive $573 worth of ticket sales. And so by connecting the dots with the social and the ticketing in one platform, we're going to be able to uncover and show a lot more of those analytics to kind of give you some ROI on like which speakers have performed the best for you.
I don't know if I'd give you $501, maybe 30 or 40 cents.
I don't know. You don't undersell yourself. I would come listen to you speak.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think my time's almost up. Again, I'll give that one last pitch for the event expert thing. We want to feature you all. You all are obviously here learning about stuff. You're passionate. You're experienced producers and production assistants and on-screen talent, all of that. You guys all have experience with event tech already, and so please reach out to me, Taylor@emamo.com. I'd love to chat more. Read up on your experience and feature you in our directory. Both just to help get you out there and get your name out there. And as we promote this to more companies and organizations, hopefully help get you some extra work as well.
Thank you so much, Taylor. I know the event experience tab is super exciting to somebody like myself who does some freelance work. So thank you for sharing that. This was wonderful. Before I stop recording, does anyone else have any more questions before we wrap up?
Don't
No?
stop creating. Keep on creating these things because they're amazing.
Appreciate it, Rob. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Taylor. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.